Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
She said there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. And because of that, model behavior can't afford to go on holiday. So here I am, trying to enjoy the glorious sun, but no, Hasbro are having none of it. They're like, you know what, Dave? We're gonna drop a banging 3-pack that you're just gonna have to stop enjoying all the scenery for, and instead talk about Marvel Legends. So, it turns out we're getting a Sauron, Shana, and who else was it? Oh yeah, Savage Land Rogue 3-pack. Holy cheese and crackers, this is crazy. So, we don't know where it's from yet, or I'm guessing it's probably going to be a San Diego Comic-Con, but there's no guarantee. But it's something to get excited for. We knew that Shana was probably signaling Savage Land Rogue. That was kind of it was hinted because of the costume she was wearing. You think, okay, it looks like they're going to repaint this. Well, it didn't take any time because they done it. So yes, we're getting Shana, Savage Land Rogue, and what looks like a redo of their Sauron Build-A-Figure. Now you see, I can't tell if they've changed much or, you know, how much has been altered. His loincloth looks different. Maybe there's a bendy wire tail. It's really too early to say because we've only got a couple of pictures to go on, posted by Preternia on their Twitter and then Instagram. So it was enough to make me leap out of my hammock and come and film a video. But besides that, I've not got much to go on. So there's probably going to be a whole bunch of Sauron Build-A-Figures. They're going to be popping up on eBay because who wants the old one? Am I right? Especially when the new one comes attached with a Savage Land Rogue. But what was in my thumbnail for the last good news? Bam! Savage Land Rogue. It's almost like I manifested it. Then again, I didn't. X-Manny predicted this, and he was a lot closer, calling the multi-pack, so fair play, mate. But Savage Land Rogue looks terrific. Absolutely fantastic. I can't help but feel this is going to be another sellout for Hasbro, and they've been enjoying their sellouts recently. Psylocke and Thanos, that's like 5-minute sellout, which honestly sucks. That's not a good thing, but it happened. So this will probably be the same as well, because Savage Land Rogue is a dream project of an action figure. So chances are people are going to snap this up real quick, or worse, it's not going to be people that snap this up. It's going to be bots that snap this up, and then people are going to be selling this on eBay for goodness only knows how much money, which is a real shame, but you know, it is what it is. Thus is the life of a Marvel Legends collector. So I would recommend that if you want to get your hands on it, then keep your ears to the ground, check out Preternia and various other sources on their socials so that you can follow them up and see when this is going to be made available. Because even if it is technically a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, that doesn't mean it's only going to be available there. They often do put these up for order on other places as well, such as Hasbro Pulse and other retailers. You know, I just want to try and check myself a little bit as well, because when I say, you know, oh, rush out and get it because people will be charging crazy prices for it, that sounded like I was kind of like trying to artificially inflate prices, because sometimes that's what people do. Hype inflates prices. So don't want to do that. You know, it's tricky to walk that line. I just don't want people to miss out, but at the same time, that sucks that happens, that, you know, things are of a limited quality and then people buy them up and scalpers and all that jazz. So just wanted to make that very clear. I hate the fact that that's a thing, and I caught myself being a YouTuber going, you know, oh, you gotta go buy it. So you get what I'm saying. You know, buy it if you want. Don't buy it as an investment. You know, you're not going to retire on it. And looking closer at the figures, Sauron, I do love the brighter colors, the deeper green and the purple on the loincloth. That looks nice. Do notice some lack of paint though. If you compare him to the Build-A-Figure, he doesn't have any of the goodies, the pockets and pouches around his waist. That's a shame. The drawstring rope around his waist isn't painted either. Little shortcuts, bit of a disappointment there. As for Rogue, it looks like only one head as well. It's okay, but also Savage Land Rogue is meant to be the ultimate like femme fatale, you know, version of Rogue. And it's like, you know, it looks fine, I guess. So yeah, also the bodies are not the super articulated bodies, they're just kind of the normal ones. So, you know, that's me trying to level myself out a little bit, because you know I do tend to get a bit excited. But it still looks like a nice pack. It's labeled as Marvel Snap, so it's Gameverse, which doesn't really make any difference. They look like they do in the comics. But there is a Marvel Snap card, apparently, that it's like more closely based off of. And there you go. That's me trying to level things out, be a bit more critical. That's what you get here with model behavior. Nuance. Don't say I don't give that to you, even when I have to come back and film some extra B-roll for it. So hopefully we'll all get our chance to get our grubby little hands on it, because Shana looked awesome, but really Savage Land Rogue is the money figure that we're going to be looking for. So fingers crossed we'll all be able to get it, because I think just by these few pictures here, they've done a real good job with it. So Savage Land Rogue is one that we've been waiting on for ages and ages, and Sauron, the Builder figure, was one of the best ones that they had ever done. I go back in the sun. I'm enjoying the sun. You can see I'm pretty rosy though. That Sauron was absolutely phenomenal. So if they've just repainted it and maybe done a different tail, then cheese and crackers. I'm going to want to pick that up, because I kind of sold my entire X-Men villain collection, because I was like, I only need the main guys. And then I really lament getting rid of Sauron. So fingers crossed I'm going to be able to get my hands on it. And also I think I don't need a separate Savage Land display, but man, having that rogue, you know that rogue's going to be going for a pretty penny. So hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on her, because this is going to be one worth keeping. All right, I'm going to leave it at that for now, and I'm sure we're going to get more information revealed, probably even while I'm doing this video. So until then, gang, I want to get back to enjoying my holiday. So until the next video, keep displaying model behavior.
Coffee. Big time.